Before I settle in for the night and grab another coffee to do a few more things, I thought I would get on live and just talk about our challenge coming up on Monday and getting ready for our very first Fast 4 challenge. So I can see that a lot of people are getting prepped already, so that's really exciting. And yeah, I just like to give you some tips on especially if you're just starting out on the plans. So I've got my little list here. I'll just quickly go through it. I'm not going to be on here for a long time, so if you've got 5 minutes, join in. If you've got any questions, please put them in the thread and I will quickly try and get through any questions that we've got. Okay, so the new Fast 4 challenge begins on Monday. You can start it now if you want to, but our official one will start on Monday, so that will be through our Facebook group and that as well too, which you'll find the link in the chat box. And the way to get started, obviously, if you've read the book, there is a couple of quick start guides as well as the main information. But first of all, you're going to pick a phase. So if you're wanting to lose quite a bit of weight and lose it fast, you would pick the fast track phase. I'm just checking to see that everything is working all right. Yep, awesome. And if you have struggled with our EF3 plans in the past of don't like a lot of intermittent fasting and like a longer window, you can choose the steady phase. Or if you've already lost all your weight and you're just trying to keep it off, then you can pick our maintenance phase. So pick a phase, then pick a plan. The plans can all work with every one of the phases. You just add or subtract in how many meals that you're eating, any sides and stuff like that from the recipes in the book. So it's nice and easy. We just keep it very simple and you're only eating when you're hungry and eating to when you feel full or satiety. Prep if you can. So if you're only just starting out, it's time to remove any foods that you've got in the fridge or the pantry that are tempting foods maybe, but also just getting prepped so that you can have an easy week ahead. I like to do at least 1 to 2 meals ahead of time if I can. So then that means that throughout the 4 days, even if I'm really busy, I have no reason to fail because the food's already there. And if you've made any of the recipes already, then you'll know that the food's really nice. So it's not like you're feeling like you're on a diet or missing out in any way. So, and for those of you who haven't made anything yet, the recipes are really simple and easy to prepare too. So it's not like it's going to take you all day tomorrow to do that. So that is just the basics for just picking out the plan and getting started. But if you're only just starting on the whole challenge thing, the one thing that we've all done in the past, if we've ever been on some sort of weight loss plan or lifestyle change plan, and we might forget when we go to do this, or we might not want to do it because we're not feeling very secure in ourselves. But I really recommend taking photos of yourself. You can keep them on your phone or you can put them in a downloads folder on your PC or laptop, and you don't have to show anyone, but it's something for you to look back on. So find some clothes that are quite fitting. If you've seen my before pictures, most of them I have my t-shirt out in every one of them because I never wanted to highlight my waistline as some of us do. But yeah, I would have wished now that I actually had more of my shirt tucked in. There was one very fortunate live video that I did just before I had my shirt tied in a knot on the side. So you could certainly see how overweight I was. So I use that as a reference too. But if you're starting out now, take some photos, take some measurements, whether that be with clothing, you know, a tape measure, the scales, a piece of string, anything. You can measure your total weight, or you can measure parts of your body. I find that really motivating. A lot of people have commented, say, on my legs, how much weight I've lost on my legs, and I haven't written it down right now that I can look at. But knowing that off each thigh, say for instance, I've lost so much weight, it's like incredible. So looking at those numbers is incredibly motivating, especially if the scales don't change a lot throughout the plan. You might look and say, well, I've actually lost 10 centimeters this week. So gain a little bit of muscle, or it might be water or whatever, but we can see that we're actually starting to change shape. And I find that that is one of the things that has always kept me going. Even if I feel bad, it's like, oh, you know, my tummy or whatever, I'll check the measurements and see how far I've come, and it makes me feel so much better. Clothes are a really good one. If you've been following my journey over the last 12 months, you'll see that I had photos in certain clothes when I started, and some of them holding them up now. It's incredible to line up your waistlines and things like that, and also again just see the changes. So do some of that, and like I said, just definitely take some photos. You don't have to share them with anyone, you don't have to share them in our group, but keeping them for yourself, I find, is just something that I wish I took more. Even when I first took a photo and shared it on Facebook, on this page, for me that was hard. And that was after I lost 5 kilos, I think, or 5 or 10 kilos in my shorts, which you've seen. Like, and I did a little video of me bending down like an idiot. But you know, obviously, I'm not too scared to be a bit silly on Facebook. But yeah, it's so good just to look back. So do that. And like I said, it could even be a belt. That's one of the other things I've just written down here. So you know, you can put on a belt. If you can't fit it on, you can do it to 1 notch. Just check that again in, like, you know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 months, whatever. But they're really good ways. It's a visual aid to actually help you see how far you've come. So one of the other things that we've got in the book, and I think it's really important because I've seen a lot of people say that, you know, partners or whatever have cooked them something, made them something that has ingredients that aren't part of the plans in our previous books. So by preparing and letting your family know what you're about to do, and also making a commitment to yourself, no matter what. Like, if somebody makes you a coffee with milk in it and you're fasting, then make another one, you know, like, or stick it in the fridge and have it during your eating hours or whatever, if it's with cream, say, for instance, or yeah, anything. Like, but don't have something just because it's put in front of you. Be strong with your goals and work through, and really like try and push yourself through your fasting periods and that as well too. Today is our off days, as you know, but we actually didn't get home till 3:45, and both of us had fasted since probably around about 9 o'clock last night, when we had some gummies while we were watching TV. So we fasted all the way through the day, even on our off day, and even while we were driving from one place to another, I did feel some hunger pangs. But for me, I just think, well, you know what, my body is in the fat burning mode right now, and that means that I am actually hopefully losing a little bit of weight and burning up some energy. So I think of it as a good thing. I'm not starving. I just know that, you know, it's time to eat, but I can push it. And because that was actually when we were coming back from Officeworks, and then we actually got into another car and went shopping, it was still a couple more hours later till I actually ate. And honestly, it passed. I got home, I had a drink of some electrolytes, and I didn't feel hungry while I was out shopping. So yeah, so prepare in that way. So let your friends and family know, or workmates know, that if there's like going to be work parties or whatever, that you're not going to be eating the cake, and it's just because you're, you know, 4 days a week, you're sticking with the plan. This week we have a giveaway. So obviously we're in our launch week. We have an amazing giveaway on the page at the moment with the Ninja Creami, sponsored by Dave. That is my partner, Dave. So this is not associated with Ninja itself. But yeah, we put that on for the weekend. So everybody that's already purchased the book, or if you haven't purchased the book, you can purchase it now. And it is an ebook. I keep saying book, but it's an ebook. And just put a comment on that post of what you either cooked first or going to cook first, or what you like the look of. And you can comment as many times to enter. And that goes till midnight Sunday. That's AEST. So I'm in Australia, for those of you who don't know. And it is open for Aussies, this particular giveaway. But that will end on midnight on Sunday, so you've still got, you know, another 6 hours there, so still another 30 hours pretty much to enter. Okay, then I'm just going through. So we got the giveaways this weekend for the Ninja. The launch special of 35% off is still on, and that as well too. It will be on next week as well. So during that time, you can get the ebook for less than $30. So it's $28.95. AUD, and that is for an enormous ebook for a start. Lots of recipes, 60 plus recipes, 5 plus meal plans, 2 cooking methods, loads of different dietary variations and stuff like that. A load of information, a lot of work has gone into producing such a huge book, and usually with something like this you would see it as a course or something like that for hundreds of dollars. So we've kept it affordable. We want everybody to enjoy this sort of lifestyle that we've been leading, and that as well too. And you know, That's just the way I like to do things. So that is a great opportunity for anyone that's on a tight budget to get in now and order. Plus, this weekend you can get in that draw for the Ninja Creami. And then we've also got 3 places on our testers team that are up for grabs throughout the month. We'll announce the first one this time next weekend that has one from that as well. All you've got to do to enter those is go onto our Facebook group. Again, the Facebook group is in the chat, and just post a picture of what you've made from the book. And that's post your picture of your creation, not the picture of the recipe from the book. Please don't post the pictures of the recipes. They will only be deleted. But yeah, just share what you're making so that we can see what you're enjoying from the book. Also, tomorrow I will do another quick live, and I'll just be talking about goal setting and attitude, and also handling criticism. A lot of us have a few people that like to say, you know, I get it occasionally, like, oh, why do you want to lose more weight? You look so gaunt. Well, I think all of us have had that, and it might be just a slight change in face, and it just takes people to a little bit of time to adjust to it. But you might still have, you know, kilos to lose, as I do. But yeah, you know, we'll be talking a little bit more about that, because I like to keep these little lives just nice and short. And of course, next week I'll get into the kitchen and you'll see me cook something from the book. But anyway, I can see there's no questions that I can see anyway. If there is any questions, they're not showing on my thread. So I can get out of here. Have a lovely Saturday night. Don't forget to comment on the Ninja Creami if you've already got the book of what you made or what you're going to make first. And like I said, you can enter as many times as you want, and we will be doing the random draw for that on the Monday. So thanks again, and I hope you're loving what you are seeing inside the Fed Up Fast 4.